So, this is me from the future. The Winter's Heart review that just got uploaded is from Thursday. I recorded it Thursday. Today is Saturday. This is going at the beginning of Winter's Heart review because I forgot to upload. I woke up Friday morning and said, I don't think I changed the thumbnail on that video, but I didn't even upload the video. So, that's what you're watching today. I talk about Friday, I talk about it future tense, but Friday's already happened, but that's gonna be this week's video, I think, or today's. So yeah, hopefully you will enjoy the review. No hat today, no clip of me putting on a hat. No script either. We're just gonna ramble the review of Winter's Heart today. It is not the book in the Wheel of Time series and is in contest for my favorite book. So yeah, let's just get right in with what I can remember of the story. So the problem with the series being as big as it is, all the books start to blur together, and I'm surprised I've done as well as I have with remembering what happens. But anyway, I do remember some of the big parts of this story and a lot of the character development. A lot of Winter's Heart. I do remember it because, like I said, it's contest for my favorite. So it starts in Camelin. Elaine and Avienda, two characters, are going to become first sisters through the magic system, and legally in the Aiel custom they are sisters. They are blood related, technically. That's for a plot point later on, and then it goes from there. I can't remember a lot of it in chronology, like in order, but I remember the big points of it, and it's really hard to go back and look and see what happens. Matt is back in Ibu Dar. That happened 2 books ago, and we didn't see any from him in the last book, because in Lord of Chaos, I don't think it was Lord of Chaos even. It was Crown of Swords. That's when they go to Ibu Dar. He stays behind, and he comes back in Winter's Heart. And he's still in the palace being chased by the queen there. And that's funny. Since we skipped a little bit of the story by taking out the 5th and 6th book and 7th and 8th, it's gonna be a bit weird, but Matt is in Ibu Dar. We are introduced to the Daughter of the Nine Moons, and in the 4th book, he was told by the snakes and the foxes, the Alphen and the Elfen, that he was going to be married to the Daughter of the Nine Moons, and we are introduced to her in this book, and that is Tuon. She is the Empress's daughter, and I believe she's her favorite. There's weird Shanchen politics going on with that it goes some in depth into, but not a whole lot. Later on, Rand comes back to the palace at Camelin, and Elaine, he stayed with Elaine. Elaine gets pregnant, and Rand leaves with Nynaeve. They take 2 of the most powerful Angreal in the world, and well, they're ter'angreal connected to a sa'angreal, and what that means is it can enhance. Ter'angreal are objects of the power. They can use the power in some way, and this ter'angreal you use the power on this ter'angreal to access a sa'angreal, which is a massive thing that can let you hold way more of the power than you should be able to. And they take 2 of them, a male and a female sa'angreal. and they go to Farmatting to hunt down 2 rogue Ashaman and their men who can channel. And since the taint on the male half of the one power, the true source, they have to go and hunt down these people who defected. And Rand manages to kill one of them. I think he kills both of them, and they both end up dead. But I think he kills one of them, and then somebody else kills another one, and Rand goes to prison. He goes to jail, and that, a lot more on that in character. And after that, they leave Farmatting, and the reason they're in Farmatting is no one can channel inside of Farmatting. And Rand then leaves the town, and they go to, from the first book, Shadar Logoth, and they cleanse Saidin. They take the Dark Stained off of the male half of the true source, and that's Winter's Heart in a nutshell. What I can remember of it, that is the biggest highlights, the big plot points. So yeah, on to world building. With each Wheel of Time book, it seems we're introduced to a new culture each time. And this time we're introduced to Farmatting. And every Wheel of Time book has really good world building. This one has, a lot of it's just history. A lot of it's what's happened before. And now we're in Farmatting, and we get to hear, about the Guardian of Farmatting. And what that is, it's a big object. It uses the power, it is believed, but no one really knows, and it keeps people from channeling. And it's supposed to recreate what's known as a steading, and that's where another race lives, the Ogier. They live in these steadings, and it's supposed to recreate that. I don't think Shadow Spawn can go in it either. I could be making that up. But the world building's good. I like the world building. You learn more about the sea folk in this book too, and they are seafaring people, and they hardly ever go to land. But they have started to come ashore and take their big boats down rivers, and it's confusing people. And we learn more about those people in this book. And overall world building in Winter's Heart is good. So now on to character. So for character of this book, we have to kind of go back, and I have to cover some other bases. And let's see if I can, because we have to see the character development from Fires of Heaven up to here to kind of get to where he is. Rand, to get to where Rand is. And the big event that happened to him was in Lord of Chaos. He was kidnapped by the Red Aja, a group of Aes Sedai that hunt down men who can channel. He was captured by them and put in a box, a little tiny box, and then only taken out to be beaten. It was not a fun time, and Rand went insane slightly, just a little bit. And that comes back up a lot, and he is terrified of tight spaces after that. He gets really claustrophobic. He's scared of the dark a little bit too. And he was put in a cell in this book, and everything that happens to him just made him super just hard and just angry at the world. And being thrown in that cell and Farmatting did not help him, because he sticks his arms out in there and he can feel the walls, and it makes him feel like they're even tighter, and he's back in that box. And Rand is the big character development. Perrin in this book gets his wife taken, and he goes crazy and gets not very nice. He goes really angry, he gets tunnel vision, and Matt is just Matt. He doesn't change that much. He just meets the daughter of the Nine Moons and gets more annoyed than anything, because he's trying to leave Ibudar in this book, and he meets her and has to take her with him, and he's just annoyed, and he's just met his wife, basically. and that's just Matt. Matt doesn't change, but character development in Winter's Heart is good. I like it. Now on to pacing. Pacing in Winter's Heart is some of the best in the Wheel of Time, and I think it's to do with engagement, which is why I've kind of merged the two things together, because Winter's Heart is just really good. It's never too fast, never too slow. Some people have said they don't like the way Rand gets put in jail. I liked it. I liked all the formatting. I thought it was really engaging, and I like Winter's Heart's pacing. It's, like I said, it's one of my favorite. But yeah, this one, pacing's good in this one, which is rare for the Wheel of Time. So yeah, on to the final verdict. So the final verdict is 10 out of 10 for the 9th book of the Wheel of Time series, Winter's Heart. The story is good. It's finally coming to a head, really. You can kind of, we're now speeding towards the last battle. Nothing really anyone can do can stop that. And the character development's good. You can really see Rand slipping some more. Perrin getting angry, which he never did that before. After File was taken. Matt being more Matt than ever. Yeah, pacing is good in the Wheel of Time, or not in the Wheel of Time. There's definitely some books that hurt for pacing, but it's good in Winter's Heart, and it's one of my favorite. I think I've said that about every book, though. I just can't pick a favorite. But tomorrow, or well, the weekend's video, Friday's video will be The Gathering Storm, and I have no idea what Monday's video will be, but that will be the last video that I do. I might keep going, but more on that Monday. Okay, I will see you tomorrow.